Hello everyone, I'm Sunita from SNS College of Technology, Department of Mathematics. In this lecture video series, Statistical Data Representation, we are going to see a topic called pie charts, which comes under graphical representations. Now let us delve into the topic. So here in this lecture video, we are going to see understanding of pie charts, next how to create a pie chart, next how to interpret pie chart to visual patterns. Next, how we can apply a concept called design thinking. So here, when we see understanding of pie chart fundamentals, so a pie chart is to master the basic principles and construction of the pie chart, which includes why to use pie chart and how we can use data visualization of pie chart statistical analysis. Second one is how to create an accurate pie chart. So here we are going to see the step-by-step construction of a pie chart from a frequency data, which is very raw. So in that, we'll be seeing a data which is given in raw data form or in a percentile form. Then we convert that raw data or percentage data into a 360-degree format, which can be incorporated into a pie chart. Next is an interpretation of visual data patterns. We are going to develop a skill to read, analyze, and draw meaningful conclusions from pie charts representation of the characterial data set. So we will convert the raw data into a pictorial representation which can be understood by even an uneducated people. Next is applying design thinking methodology. As we all know that design thinking approach is a customer based approach, so which includes empathy part, define part, idea part, prototyping part, and a testing part. So how we can use this design thinking concept to pie chart will be seen in this video. So here, how can we use design thinking in data visualization? The first one is empathize part. So to understand the audience needs and how they will interpret visual data. So here we are going to consider a background knowledge and decision making requirements. Next is in different part, so in which we will clearly identify the problem of visualization needs and how to incorporate the needs in our diagram. Next is an idea part, so in which brainstorm different ways to represent your data. Here we are going to consider multiple chart types, selecting one by one appropriately. Next one is a prototype part in which we will create a pie chart which will be useful for visualization of the data. Next is a testing part. Test we will evaluate the accuracy and the things incorporated in pie chart in the uh, consumer needs, so that if it is appealing and understanding to the customers, then we will follow the same data type, or otherwise we will repeat the process again. So now let us see what is a pie chart. So pie chart is a circular statistical graphic divided into slices to illustrate numerical proportions. Each slice represents category contribution to the classic, making it ideal for showing parts of complete picture. Here, this entire circle represents the 100% of the data, in which it is partitioned or proportionated to percentages of the given data. If we have 5 data, then the pie chart will be divided into 5 parts depending on their percentiles. So here the key characteristics are all these sectors must be exactly 360 degrees or 100% of the total. So the next one is when to use a pie chart. So as we all know, if we have any item, we have to know when and where to use that. So let us see where we can use this pie chart. So the pie charts is a first one for categorical data, perfect for displaying categorical data where each category represents a distinct group or classification that doesn't overlap with others. So the next one is parts of a whole. So ideal when you need to show how individual parts contribute to a complete data set and emphasizing proportional relations. Next is limited categories. So this will be more effective when we have data for around 3 to 7 or maximum 7 data sets. So then only we will be able to visualize clearly. If the data are more than the circle or pie chart will become overcrowded, which will not be effective. Next is comparative analysis. So this will be excellent for highlighting the largest or smallest categories and making quick visual comparisons between different segments. The next is step-by-step construction of a pie chart. The first one is to we have to organize our data, that is create a frequency table listing each category and corresponding frequency or count. Verify that all frequencies sum to your total sample size. So first we have to arrange our frequency either in an ascending order or in a descending order, and we have to add all the data so that the total could be equal to 100. Next is calculation of the percentage. We have the data in raw format, then we have to convert it into a percentage format by dividing a given data divided by total data. So, and we have to add all the percentages so that it could be equal to 100%. Next, we have to convert the percentage format into an degree format by percentage divided by 100 into 360 so that the data could be represented in a 360-degree circle. Next, draw and label. So then after finding the degrees of each data, we have to arrange the data in ascending order and we have to start marking from a smallest one to the largest one. Next is mathematical formation. So this is the formula which we use to convert the raw data into percentage and that percentage into an degree format. Percentage equal to category frequency divided by total frequency into 100, which is used to convert the raw data into a percentage form. And after converting it into a percentage form, we have to divide it by 100 into 360 to get an angle, that is degree format. And which can be incorporated in an pie chart. Next is let us consider one example problem in which a study method is given which can be incorporated into an pie chart. So here the student of 200 undergraduate students are here in this example. We consider 200 students who perform different study methodologies, which are group study, individual study, online resources, library study. So here in this, 60 students perform group study, 80 students perform individual study, 40 students perform online resources, 20 students perform library study. On adding all the frequencies, we are getting 200. Next, we are converting these frequencies into a percentage format by dividing the individual frequency by total into 100. So 60 divided by 20 into 200 into 100, which in turns give the 30 percentage. Next, 80 by 200 gives 40 percentage. Next, 40 divided by 200 into 100 gives 20 percentage. Next, 20 by 200 into 100 gives 10 percentage. Next, we are taking the percentage total also, which is also 100. Next, we are converting this percentage form into degree format by 30 divided by 100 into 360, which will give 108 degree. Similarly, 144 degree, 72 degree, 36 degree, and 360 degree. Next, visual representation. So here, the pie chart clearly shows the individual study of 40 percentage is most preferred method among surveyed students, followed by a group study of 30 students, followed by 20 percentage of an online resource and 10 percentage of a traditional library study methodology. So here, this colors represented the pie charts. So clearly we can see individual, group study, online resources and library study are represented in a pie chart. Next, let us see design principle for effective pie chart. So first one is visual clarity. So we have to use a distinct color to different sectors or a different pictorial representation so that it could be easier for us to understand. If we give similar colors, um, it won't be looking good. Next one is clear labeling. So this also is an important thing in which each and every categories are named properly based on their readability, leader lines, next names, categories, percentages. Next is logical ordering. Arrange sectors in descending order size or in ascending order size, starting from 12 o'clock. We have to start, you have to use a clockwise direction to represent the data. Next is color strategy. Choose colors that align with data meaning. Use neutral tones for most sectors and highlight the most important category with a bold color. Next is let us see one real life case study. So here a technology company needs to understand competitive positions in a global smartphone market. A pie chart reveals crucial insights for strategic planning. Here the Samsung has 28% market leadership. Next an app has 25% of premium segment dominance. Next Xiaomi has 18% emerging market and the others are 29%. The business insights pie chart immediately reveals that while Samsung leads, the market remains competitive with no single dominant player controlling more than 30% share. Let us see the mind map of this. Um, First, it is practical applications. So, in educational research, student demographic. Next, in healthcare, disease prevalence, treatment effectiveness, and all. We can use this pie chart. Next, in public policy, budget distribution, population statistics, election research, public opinion polling data can be illustrated in pie chart. Business analytics, market share analysis, budget allocation, sales distribution by region, customer segment studies can be visualized using pie chart. Next, in environmental studies, also we can use this pie chart to visualize the waste composition, species distribution, population source analysis. Next, even in financial analysis, we can use pie charts for portfolio composition, categories, revenue stream, investment allocation strategies. Key takeaways and best practices of this are appropriate usage. So when we use this pie chart appropriately, we can see the proportional relationship matters also. Next is mathematical accuracy. Always verify the percentage sum is 100% and an angle total is 360-degree. Next, design excellence. So apply design thinking principles, empathize with your audience, define clear objectives, ideate creative solutions, prototype carefully, and test for effectiveness. Next is clear communication. Include comprehensive labels, legends, and titles. Your visualization should tell a complete story that viewers can understand without additional explanations. Here are the references. Um, the primary references are The Art and Science of Learning from Data by Agastya and Franklin. Next, Visual Displays of Quantitative Information by Tuft. Next is Data Science. Tidy, Transform, Visualize, and Model Data by Wickman, Head, and Gromer. Thank you.